Now, I'm really excited to talk to you today about the Adobe Cloud Platform, bringing together your data, content, and unified view of your customer to leverage machine learning and data science all in real time. But first, I'd like to thank Virgin Australia for allowing us to use their brand to illustrate this new capability we're bringing to the market. So I'd first like to start with showing you what a great experience it is to travel with Virgin Australia, and then jump in to show you how we bring this to life within the Experience Cloud. So let's jump in. Now, I'm sure like many of you do, I also travel quite frequently for work. And it just so happens that I need to be in Melbourne for the last week of this month. But fortunately, unlike Rihanna, it's not all work, 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 work. Because a good friend of mine has actually just moved down to Melbourne, so I actually plan on flying down a little early over the weekend and seeing how she's settling into the new city. Now, the Friday I plan to fly is pretty jam-packed, so realistically I won't be able to fly down until about 8 p.m, so let's take a look at what sort of options we have. Okay, great, so we've got some options here. But unfortunately, the day is filled with distractions. And whether it's a call from a customer or I simply get distracted by something shiny, I actually don't complete the booking and abandon the whole process. So now moving to my mobile device. Later that day, as I'm browsing my Twitter feed, I actually come across the Virgin Australia advertisement, reminding me of the trip to Melbourne and allowing me to tap through and complete my booking with great simplicity. Okay, great. Tickets booked. Now, my jam-packed schedule on that Friday I was planning to leave has actually now just been cut short. The last 2-hour session of the day has just been cancelled. So I arrive a lot earlier at the airport, but the friendly staff at Virgin Australia managed to get me on an earlier flight. So here I am, landed in Melbourne a lot earlier than expected, and I receive a push notification saying, "Welcome to Melbourne, Ian. Looks like we got you here a little early. We have a limo waiting for you." Awesome. I can jump the taxi queue. Not only that, but it seems they've got some suggestions for dinner or a show, since now I've got my evening back. So as I tap through, I'm presented with some offers. Not only that, but it seems if I do book tickets, I earn double velocity points. Double points, awesome. So this is fantastic. I can now phone my friend and say, "Hey, look, the weekend starts early. Let's go grab some dinner. Let's catch a show." And what historically may have been a bit of a pain point for a business, i.e. me changing my schedule at the last minute, has now turned into a business opportunity, allowing the brand to engage with me further, increasing brand loyalty, and ultimately resulting in additional revenue for the business. So a fantastic experience. Now let's jump back over to the desktop to see how we bring this to life with the Adobe Cloud Platform. Now, if you remember, the start of my journey was on the web properties. Now, we all know the foundations of a great web experience is very much dependent on the tags deployed across them. That's why I'm very excited for Adobe Auditor, available for all Experience Cloud customers at no additional cost, and essentially allows our customers to monitor the status and effectiveness of their tags across their properties. So in this example, we see Virgin Australia are currently monitoring 3 of their web properties, but we're more than aware that you guys may have many more. So let's jump into virginaustralia.com. And in this example, they seem to have a very high deployment score. This is great news. But I do see a couple of notifications. So let's scroll down and see what they could be. Okay, so the first one, Adobe Auditor is essentially telling me there's a new version of the analytics code available to deploy, and recommending I do so to take advantage of the additional feature set and capability that's come out. Now, if I wish to do so, I can now jump across to Adobe Launch, our next generation tag management solution, allowing our customers to effectively manage and deploy tags across their scalable network with great ease, And we do this via what we call extensions. Now, no, extensions are not just to deploy Adobe technology. As you can see here, there's a long list of partners building their own extensions natively within our platform, allowing us to install with a simple click of a button, ranging from consent framework management, so as we can see, all the way through to social tagging. But now if we jump across to those I've previously installed, as we can see, if I did wish to update my analytics code, I can do so here through a simple click, click, save methodology. But for now, I actually want to look at the wider data set for the business. Now notice, at this point, we're no longer just talking about the web behavioral data. If you can see here, we're talking CRM data, booking and transactional data, operations, data science, ad log data, whatever data you as a business need to bring in and centralize, you can do so here. Thus, solving one of the key pain points many businesses face, that breaking down those data silos. Now this brings us onto a very important consideration, semantics and control. And while the Adobe Cloud Platform is processing this data, it's really important for us to enable our customers in their efforts to be compliant with such regulations as GDPR or whatever form that takes when it hits our shores. That's why under data governance, you can see we allow our customers to label any one of their data points as sensitive, relating to identity, or contractual scopes and limitations, allowing our customers to restrict access accordingly. Now this patented technology is unique to Adobe and is going to go a very long way in your compliance efforts. Okay, awesome. So we've centralized our data here. But with all these different data sets, it's really important that they all talk the same language so they can actually work together. Now this brings us to the Experience Data Model, or XDM. And allows our customers to start to pull together these different data points to start to get a really unique view of their customer. And this could be a standard model or extended out to more of a custom schema to fit the needs of your business, allowing you to innovate and differentiate accordingly. Okay, cool. So we've centralized our data and now we've unified our data. Now onto the really cool stuff, the data science and machine learning. Now we know a lot of businesses are investing a great deal of time, effort, and money into this space, but unfortunately what we hear is a lot of that time is actually spent on data collection, cleansing, semantics, and control. But what we've just seen through the Adobe Cloud Platform is either minimize this to remove this, allowing data scientists to spend more time on their data models to achieve business outcome. That's why I'm actually personally quite excited for the data science workspace, excuse me, allowing our customers to either bring in or develop their own models natively within the platform. That's allowing them to leverage the rich, centralized, real-time data that we've just seen. So in this example, it may be the case that Virgin Australia has brought in their own propensity prediction model, allowing them to surface the next best offer or action, conversation to all of their customers on a one-to-one basis. Now we'll see here that this model currently has a 91% accuracy. I'm just going to rerun this. Okay, awesome. Now with the additional data the model had, the accuracy has actually increased. Machine learning in action. And what we should also see now is, yep, there I am, Ian Dejong. So with these additional steps across their properties, their mobile app, etc., these new data points are being taken into consideration and qualifying me for an offer of Melbourne nightlife. Now it makes sense what drove the offers that we saw within the app. And this really is the tipping point where other businesses fall over. The ability to not just leverage the data, but the data science all in real time to create these fantastic experiences. Now, we've processed a huge volume of high velocity data to resolve an individual. And now this profile is updated and available in real time, not just for the marketing team, but for the wider business to extract value in a secure and compliant manner. So there it is, the Adobe Cloud Platform. Robust and scalable enough for your developers and your security team, flexible enough for your data scientists, and user-friendly enough for the entire business to extract value. Now, we've developed this platform for you, our customers. So we're really excited to see what sort of experiences you can now build for your customers. Thank you very much.